We're coming to the game against Watford, sitting 4th in the table with 3 games in hand. Roll the intro.
No, I won't stop.
Hello and welcome back to the Football Manager Save. This is the Hometown Hero Save and it's a very strange intro. If you're enjoying the series, please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment down below. You can see here in the table 3 games in hand, 54 points, 63 points is Huddersfield on the top position, 54, 57, 60, 63. If we win all games in hand, we will go joint top with Huddersfield. But Dave, why have you got so many games in hand? Remember when I said we'd come back after the Sheffield United game and or whatever it was, Aston Villa Brighton, wasn't it, we played, and I was like, we'll play a few games offline and then come back at the beginning of January. Well, we had like 5 games postponed due to a waterlogged pitch at Roots Hall. So yes, we've actually only played 5 games since we're back, and it's changed it around. It's not Watford and Sunderland, it's now Watford and Crystal Palace, 2 big games. But we beat Reading 4-0 after the loss to Brighton. A really good performance. Peltier got 1, Mas got 2 and Bolla scoring in the 92nd. A 3-2 win away at Sheffield United with Selva getting us the winner in the 90th minute from a corner. Lovely stuff. And Aston Villa 2-0 win in the FA Cup. Selva and Grant getting the goal. Christian Grant popping up. Not played too much, but seems to be progressing rather nicely compared to when he was playing for Boston in League 2, has come back to us and steps it up in the Championship, which is good to see. We then beat Sunderland 1-0 first game in January, on the 7th of January, Lauren Larea from right back getting the goal, and we've just drawn 1-1 at home with Sheffield Wednesday. They went 1-0 up just after half time. We equalised it through Sarake getting on a loose ball from the goalkeeper from a free kick, whipped the free kick in, keeper spilt it, Sarake pounced and put it in. And then, 2 away games today, Watford and Crystal Palace. We've made some signings, one signing I think confirmed. You can see we've had a lot going on so far already in terms of loans and deals and stuff like that. But the one person who has 2 people have left. Nicholas Belloni has joined All Boys in Argentina. We didn't get too much for him. We got 130k, 1 appearance for them so far. But joining the National B League sort of shows he was out of his depth playing for us, and that's why he didn't get much game time. And the youngster Mate Nialas, who we got on a free transfer from Liverpool, signed a pre-contract agreement terms with Frosinone, so we just decided to let him go for 10k using the sell it now option. Did really well for Woking on loan in the National League. That's quite a difference. He obviously is quite rated highly. He's won Hungarian cap already, but yeah, the crossing and dribbling I think is a letdown. Marking in terms of defender not very good either. Maybe he'll become a world beater, but who really knows? They're the 2 outs. On the ins, we have signed Carl Thomas on loan from Man City to help us out in the central midfield spot. So really good passing, great decisions, good teamwork, good work rate, good vision. Listed as a hard-working midfielder, which is great. Loves to get forward, really good stamina. He should fit in well. Technique's a little bit low, but I think is another option we can use in the playmaking role in central midfield. Comes in from Man City. The other one we've got at the moment under like contract negotiations, even though it's a loan, is Alexandre Perez from Liverpool, worth 12.25 million. We're going to pay all of his wages. And passing's pretty good. Again, technique could be better. Teamwork and vision's good. Flair's decent. Off the ball's good. Dribbling's good. Agility's good. Pace and fitness and stuff's all good. Playing that attacking midfield role just to give Stockton a bit of support would be absolutely wonderful. Other than that, Bjornsson wanted to be taken off the transfer list, so I did that. And then he moaned that he wasn't getting enough game time, and now is like, are you going to sell me or not? So I don't know what's happening with him. I want to cash in, but the fact that we've got him here is unspecified, right? And there's an 8.5 domestic club higher division release clause. Even if I put this up to like £5 million, right, and press confirm, if we come back to this in a couple of days, there'll still be loads of interest in him. Just no one will bid over 600k. It's really, really annoying. Bertie's the other one, a very similar one to Bjornsson. 7.5 million is what we put as an asking price. Clubs are still interested, but no one is making an offer like that. They'd only offer his value of like 300k. So even if we go down to 5 million, we'll see what happens there. But at the moment, we're doing all right. Jaden Harris is coming back from injury. We've just offered him a new contract. Kokubinski, I'm undecided whether to give him a new contract or not. It expires at the end of this year. pretty versatile, has got some good stats. Probably won't be able to cut it in the Premier League if we get promoted, but just wondering that it might be worth to keep him around just because he's been a good servant and he does give us that versatility. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Other than that, not many other people expiring. We've had some absolutely superb performances this season, as you would imagine, if we go back to my normal view rather than looking at the contracts. Average rating wise, 7.37 is Christian Grant after 3 appearances. 7.32 Selva at the back. Rajic coming in doing well when he's been asked. 7 assists in 7 appearances. And I'm not joking, it's because of his free kicks. It's absolutely ridiculous how good he is at putting a ball in from a free kick. Not to be underestimated in this version of Football Manager. 7.18 Mariani, Siraki 7.17, Costanzo 7.13, although he hasn't played very much. He'll be getting a bit more game time in the next few games. Larea, Bolla, Mass. The most not disappointing, but a 6.84 for Bobby 6.87 for Bobby Wilkinson. Expecting a lot more of him. I don't know if it's because we're playing him in the cover role, so he hasn't got enough chance to actually move up, but he's been pretty much ever present for us this year, signed from Man United, and has done very, very well. And I do think in the summer there will be some interest, but they're going to have to pay this 19.75 million, because we're not going to get relegated, so 19.75 million will be the asking price, and hopefully no one will bid it before it expires next year, or 2 years' time. But anyway, that's enough of the catch-up about the team. Let's get into the game. This is how we're going to line up. Dennis, Costanzo, Wilkinson, Selva, Bolla, Lararea, Medina, Sorake, Stockton, Mass and Bandera starting up front. Really got that connection going on now, the strikers up front, which is good to see. On the bench, Peltier, Humphreys, Trotter, Milner, Mariani, Cisse and Cooper. Cisse is actually done, I think he's done really well. Again, he's unlucky to not be starting more games, but I need to start Costanzo because I want to keep him on side. He's a good little player. Thomas, I need to put Thomas on the bench. Trotter can cover all the places at the back. Humphreys has to be on the bench because of the homegrown. Peltier's the best striker on the bench. Milner's the best second striker. Maybe Mariani's struggling a bit for fitness, so let's get Thomas on the bench there as well. He'll need a squad number. He can get the number 15, and we'll give Perez, if he signs, the number 17. But all in all, I think it's going pretty well this season. I mean, of course it is. We're 4th in the Championship. But they're lining up in a 4-1-2-2-1. Apologies if you're about to hear some thunder, lightning. You can't hear lightning. Hear some thunder or some heavy rain. It's a storm. It's just about to start in Singapore. But we'll see how it goes. I am also, I keep saying this and I'm sorry, I have got videos lined up that I want to do. My top 5 tips for Football Manager of how to get a bit more out of the game, or advice that I would give you. I want to do a Q&A, but I don't know when to ask for questions because not everyone who watches me on here follows me on Twitter. Not everybody that watches these videos watches Pro Evo videos, and watches the Pro Evo videos watches these videos, etc. So, yeah, I think we need to. I want to do a Q&A video where loads of people ask me questions about life in Singapore and stuff like that. But I just don't know how to do it. I guess leave a question down below and I'll try and just stockpile them all together. And we'll go from there. But assertively, into the game we go. We're away at Watford and we're the underdogs. Let's go and give a performance to cheer for. I'm not sure if that's the right thing to say because we are actually higher in the league than Watford and probably arguably playing better than Watford. But it'll be interesting. They still got Chalobah in there, Alfie Mawson at the back as well. Salisu, his partner, as a Gabinet. We've tweaked the formation a little bit. It never changes too much, to be honest. As Stockton fires in a free kick, looking for Mass at about post, it's bouncing around and goes behind for a corner. It's a positive start from Folkestone. Stockton again over the corner, fires it in, and Gabinet makes the catch. Easy one for him there again. So we have to win these games to be in with a chance of, we are actually below Watford, sorry, to be in with a chance of leapfrogging or joining Huddersfield as Mass heads it over from so close. But positive start, to be honest. Watford with their first real highlight into Richardson. Looks for Chalobah. Medina wins the header. Bandera comes forward. Turns his man. He's got runners. Bandera comes forward. He can lay it in. He does lay it in. Stockton forced wide by Chalobah, and the save touches it behind for a corner. But yeah, playoffs is probably what we should be aiming for. Maybe I'm getting a bit ahead of myself saying that I want to get like automatic promotion, but it's in touching distance. We'll get onto them in a minute. Why we probably shouldn't get automatic promotion on the basis of wages and transfer money spent. Because obviously January is ongoing at the moment, and To say Brighton have been big spenders is one hell of an understatement, as this is a bit of a dangerous situation for Watford. Thiago Gova goes back to Chalobah. Boller with a header. Richardson picks it up into Roberts. Richardson again. Loose to go on the outside of Boller. Cuts it back. Thiago Gova, and there's the goal. It was coming. It was a good move from Watford. Thiago Gova gets it. It's 1-0 to the home team inside 10 minutes. We started well, but couldn't capitalise on it. Richardson and Robertson just played it between them. Richardson looked like he was going to accelerate down. Just stopped and sent Boller the wrong way. Cross in and a lovely finish on the right foot from Thiago Gova. Just need to keep working hard, boys. I think we've got goals in us in this game. I think we've shown that. We've had 4 shots, 3 on target inside. Well, it was inside 10 minutes, but let's see what we can do here. Boller picks it up from Dennis. Back to Selva. Oh, I don't know what highlight that was. That was shit. Stockton with another corner, and he goes. Mawson heads it away. Sarake into Wilkinson, into Selva. Back to Wilkinson. To Larea, keeping the ball well. Again, these highlights are really shit, Football Manager. Sort them out. We'll get a quick update from that. 5 shots through on target, 4 shots through on target. It's not really domination, is it? Let's go much higher. That's all back on like normal. Let's work it into the box a little bit. But we'll still go a little bit more direct with our passing. Yeah, it's not the best at the moment, as well, they look uninterested. So let's demand more and see if we can get our boys focused. We can. 26 minutes gone. We're 1-0 down. Not the best. Dennis out to Selva. Selva comes forward. No, he doesn't. He goes back to Dennis. Out to Medina. Medina into Sarake. Sarake over the top. Bandiera brings it down. He beats his man. Bandiera left-footed shot is blocked. And good pace to keep it in play. Richardson plays it against him though and wins a goal kick for Watford. We just need one chance to turn this game on its head, I feel. As Richardson with a throw and into Roberts. Roberts plays it across. Costanzo brings it down, clears it away, and Stockton will get there. Bandiera can leave this and get in the box. It's a 3-on-2 situation. Stockton into Bandiera. Bandiera, it's a terrible shot. It's a really, really woeful shot, and Gabinet made an easy save. I feel like we're all over them. We had a game against Sheffield Wednesday where it finished 1-1. They had 1 shot in the whole game and it went in. We had 14. Maybe even... Yes! Selva puts it in. Maybe it was, I think it might have been even like 24 and 14 on target. But Selva makes it 1-1. We needed that goal. And another good goal from a set piece. Stockton with a delivery in. And it was just a running volley. A lovely finish from Selva. I don't know how he managed to get his foot on it in the middle of the penalty area like that. But lovely stuff. Mask not playing well. Medina not playing well. A few people not pulling their weight. Let's calmly say I'm happy. But then we'll assertively say you can improve on that performance, because we are playing well. We are playing very well. We just need to keep going. So Mass not playing well, Benida not playing well, Larea not playing well, and Costanzo not playing well. Not good for the club captain who's coming in after moaning about his lack of first team football. I think we're going to do Mass for Peltier. Peltier has been in recent good form actually off the bench, so hopefully he can keep that on. As Costanzo into Larea, back to Costanzo. From the kick-off, looks to go all the way to the left, but Richardson intercepts it. Roberts, Mina. I'm going to assume that isn't Yerry Mina. No, it's not. It's W Mina. But here come Watford. Divine into Rojas. Back to Divine again. Can we nick the ball? Miguel in the box. Gets around his man. Back post. Boller heads it away. Sarake to Dennis, who clears. Bandiera will pick this up and turn. And turn he does. He's got Peltier in the middle. Only the one man to find. Great ball. Peltier shot blocked. Keeps it in play though. Peltier, can he win something? No, it's a good ball. Over the defence from Bandiera, who picked it up, and I think we've got someone on 6 on Roberts. Diego Guava, oh Dennis! It looked like he should have saved it. It looks like it's gone through his hands. Medina's having a shocker. We'll bring on Carl Thomas in that role for his debut from Man City, and it looked like Will Dennis really should have done better. Oh, he's flapped at that, and Guava's got an easy finish. Disappointing for a game that we've dominated, really. We've had the better chances. We've looked like we've been playing well. Divine runs forward with it. He goes around 2 or 3. Dennis saves that one. Let's take off, work the ball into the box. I just feel like it doesn't allow us to have the cross-field interaction between the wing-backs, as Larea's having a shocker. I don't think we've got a right-back on the bench. Boller, Sarake. Into Boller again. Beats his man really well. Can he put a cross in? Goes to Sarake. Into Thomas, Stockton, Sarake, ball out to Larea. Larea gets into the box. Bandiera is blocked. Larea keeps it alive. Fire it across goal. He does. Boller. Oh, over the bar. It's a terrible effort from Bolla. Half an hour to go. Miguel comes forward, looks to release Patrick Roberts down the right, takes a heavy touch. Bolla makes a tackle. Richardson, Rojas, Dennis saves, and Costanzo clears behind. We're going to do Costanzo for Cisse. Costanzo not grasping the opportunity he's been given to impress. But Patrick Roberts swings in the corner for Watford. Thomas heads it away. Devine over the ball. Mawson. Great ball out to Roberts on the left. Patrick Roberts. In it goes. Headed away again. Chalobah will get there for Watford. If we can just nick the ball, there is a counter on, but Chalobah's holding it up really well. He's forced wide. Ball in. Selva wins the header, and we have nicked it back. Bolla into Selva. Is anything going to come from this? Bandiera into Peltier. We know he's got pace. Peltier's in behind. Shoots. Oh, what a finish into the bottom corner. 2-2. Rashid Peltier. He's probably wondering what he's got to do to get a starting position in this team. But a lovely goal. We saw if we could nick it off Watford, we might be able to get something. Bandiera did really well. Dinking it into Peltier. Look at him. 5'5", but one hell of a finish. He could be a wonderful buy from Olympique Lyonnais for that £3 million. Really good. Richardson ball in. Thiago Gueva on a hat-trick in lots of space. Cuts inside and it's touched by from Dennis. A really good performance. We're actually going to say that he needs to be tightly marked. Always we're going to press him. We're going to kick him hard and we're going to try and show him onto his left foot because we don't want him cutting inside like that as play will continue. 15 shots for us, 10 for Watford. Roberts with the ball in. Selva had to win that, otherwise Richardson had a free header. Thomas comes away with it, the on loan Man City player, and nothing comes of that. We've rolled the dice. We've made all of our subs with 20 minutes to go. It seems very even, very end to end. Cottrell with a ball in. Thomas misses it. Miguel blocked. Stockton into Sarake over the top, looking for Peltier. Richardson will be there to cover. I just want to shout at them. Cottrell ball in. It's bouncing around. We will pick it up, Thomas. Now we do have a counter-attack on. Look at the space here for Bandiera. Thomas is coming forward. Gives it to Peltier. Peltier back on that left foot. Peltier. Oh, the boy's done it again. Rashid Peltier has given us a 3-2 lead over Watford, being 2-1 down. Credit to the loanee, Thomas. I thought he was going to play it to Bandiera. He actually waited for the defender to come. Peltier, look at this. It's just wonderful. It's wonderful seeing people do it like that. And he's got to get a start in the next game. 10 minutes to go. We're just going to drop to balanced. With 5 minutes to go, we're going to whack on time wasting. As we've got enough people back to cover a counter-attack. I'm happy with that. Stockton over the ball. Fires it in. Back post. It's there. Peltier. Oh, should have had a hat-trick, but he's hit the post from about a yard out. He's hit the post. And there's 4 minutes to go. We'll get some time wasting on. Bandiera. Free kick. Gabonais makes the save. Not long. Time ticking down. 5 minutes of injury time. And O'Hare has the ball for Watford. Tackled well by Larrea. Stockton picks it up. Into Sarake. Into Thomas. Back to Cisse. Cisse, lovely ball for Larry. Lovely header down to Stockton as well. We've worked this wonderfully well. Back out to Larrea, who's got loads of time and space. Gets sort of round his man. We win a corner. Corners. Attack in. Back. Back. You can sit in the middle. Back. And back, and you can sit in the middle. Confirm those changes. Play. Now we should keep 5 people back, even though they're coming up. 4 people back against 3 is fine. I'm happy with that. Stockton, and it goes. Gabonais makes the catch. He's rolled it out very quickly to Thiago Gueva. Rojas out to Devine. They've actually built this up very quickly. Great tackle from Cisse. Again, probably going to be deserving of a starting place over Costanzo in the next game. Just need to tick some time down. It's sort of never ending, this 5 minutes of injury time. It seems to be continuously ball on the pitch and a highlight. Devine, can he get round Cisse? Great block on the ball. Thomas picks it up. We've always got a counter-attack option though, as Alfie Mawson let that go out for a throw, bizarrely. Down the other end, Larrea, Bandiera, back to Larrea. Thomas, Larrea, Thomas. Sarake, into Stockton. Back to Larrea. Can he just fire it across goal or win a corner? He does win a corner. Very happy with that. Will continue as he comes up. Everybody else should sit back. They do. 4 on 3 again. Very happy with that. Stockton. I'm wondering if we offer a short option and take them short. We should have done that, but we've wasted plenty of time for this corner, and we could be coming away with a really good victory here. Stockton fires it in. Peltier, it goes over his head. He is only 5'5". Peltier fires it back in, but what a game. We win it 3-2. Probably deserved, I would say. Thiago Graver for his 2 goals gets man of the match. I think it should have gone to Peltier, to be honest. He was a delight and will be getting a start against Crystal Palace if he's got the fitness. But fires us back up to 3rd position. Another win would keep us there. But again, if we can get that win, 60 points, 1 game behind Huddersfield with 3 points behind them, it is still on. But this is what I mean, right, about... Well done, Thomas, for making your debut. Very good. This is what I mean about transfers and why we shouldn't finish in this top 2. Brighton, transfer history. In January... They've bought Max Mendes from Watford for £28 million. So they bought him off a rival in our division. And they've spent for Nikolai Rasakov from Newcastle 17 million, possibly raising to 21 million. 31-year-old Russian right back. They have been splashing the cash that we can only dream of. And they haven't sold anyone in January. So... yeah, they've got loads of money. Absolutely loads of money. And then you look at Huddersfield as well. If we just go who are Huddersfield, who are top, and we go transfer history. In January, they've got Steven Sessegnon in on loan at right back. But before that, well, they actually haven't spent any money. I thought they did. That was my bad. Well done, Huddersfield. You're up there by not spending any money. But yeah, I mean, it's just that money spent from Brighton is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know if you can look at the transfer window. Yeah, here we go. So Max Mendes, Watford to Brighton, 28 million. Aaron Jones, 25.5 million from Birmingham to Middlesbrough. 17 million Newcastle to Brighton. 8 million Fulham to Crystal Palace. This is money we can only dream of, and we've got this club up from Ishman Premier Division to the Championship, and I can't even think about how do you look at history, records, transfers. £4 million is our biggest signing. That was this year. Ibrahim Cisse. Yeah, I mean, Ibrahim Cisse now is worth 4.4, got a bit of an increase. Mariani 2.4, now worth 6. 1.2 for Trotter, now worth 600k. He should be worth a lot more than that. He's a good defender. And Jamie Jellis, can you remember when we first spent money? £500 we bought Jamie Jellis for, and he's now moved on. He didn't last very long for us, and he's moved on back to the National League South now with Dulwich Hamlet. Still putting in some good performances at the age of 28. He's doing all right for himself. A club legend in his own right, I would say, Jamie Jellis. Right, we'll be back for the Crystal Palace game. See you in a bit. I was going to say cheers, but that's how I end the video. See you in a bit. Here we are then, back for the game against Crystal Palace away from home. 3rd v 7th, so another big game. We've tried to rest all the players. The only changes we made are the ones we said in the previous game. So Bandiera goes to the complete forward role. Peltier comes in up front, and Cisse comes in to replace Costanzo at the back. Other than that, it's exactly, I was going to say, pretty similar. It's exactly the same other than that. So let's get into it. Crystal Palace lining up in a 4-2-3-1. Højbjerg is their key player. Still very, very good at the age of 33. Bought for 6.25 million from Wolves. So Crystal Palace spending a bit of money. Riedveld, I think they sold him and bought him back. Yeah, they did. Sold him for 13 million to Everton, who sold him for 20 million to Newcastle, who sold him for 6.75 million back to Crystal Palace. So they've got a pretty good team, to be fair. We know our team. Our team's very, very good. So it's challenging to pick up where they left off, definitely. We're on a good form against Watford. Getting that goal to give us the 3-2 win was absolutely lovely. So hopefully we can go out there and do a similar sort of thing today, but by conceding less goals would be wonderful. So not a similar sort of thing. A 3-0 win would be delightful as we don't pick that up. Ramsey on the right-hand side into Oko Flex, which is a good name, but Selva makes a good tackle. Ramsey keeps it in play for Palace. Stockton intercepts, and Peltier. Lynch is going to be in for a tough time if Peltier can use his pace to get off and in behind. So Tilly with the ball goes round Larray on the right-hand side all the way to the byline, cuts it back. Cisse clears. Roideveld is there into Højbjerg. Højbjerg robbed by Stockton. Oh, I just think he couldn't get up and get the ball. Tilly back to Højbjerg again. Riedeveld comes forward with it on the left-hand side. Goes to be met by Medina. Long ball. Bandiera beats his man. He's got not much support in the middle. Goes in his own. Golini makes the save. and it remains 0-0. We have the first shot inside a minute and a half. Lovely stuff. Stockton over the corner, fires it in. Cisse, oh, he just couldn't get on the end of it. And Campion hoops. I've lost the ability to speak. One game, and I've lost the ability to speak in this episode. Absolutely ridiculous. I can't get my words out quick enough. Bolla beats his man. Cuts it back to Peltier. I'd rather have him in the box. Sirake all the way out to Larea. Oh, what a hit that was. And Golini touches it over the bar. Perligio Golini in goal for Crystal Palace. At the moment, you can argue he's keeping the minute. Silva at the back post. Wilkinson! I said before he doesn't get many goals and he hasn't really been performing as I'd like, but he gets his first goal of the season. An assist from Mattia Silva at the back post. Stockton was there, fired it in. Silva with a header across. Completely unmarked Wilkinson wearing the number 33. And he puts Folkestone Invicta 1-0 up. And that's what we like to see. Riedewald now comes forward from kickoff. It is a kickoff highlight, which is never good fun. Bandiera makes a tackle but can't pick the ball up. Højbjerg, Benedetti into Elmas. Elmas to Occo Flex. Occo Flex gets Campion and Dennis. What a save that is to touch it over the bar. As Benedetti will take it. Whoa, 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 Benedetti. If anybody watches Bobby G Gaming, you'll get that phrase. Benedetti is offside. I thought he just left the ball behind. He's offside. That's fine. Let's get creative, please, boys. Try and create something. Stockton over the free kick. Fires it in. Silva's there again. Wilkinson nearly had a second. Couldn't connect properly and it went over the bar. It's a good positive start to this first 20 minutes from Folkestone. And this is what we like to see. And Brighton have got 2 games in hand, not 6 points above us. So that's very good, because if it means we win our 2 games in hand, we'll go above Brighton as well. And this is good fun. But Benedetti is over the corner. Swings it in. Occo Flex. Dennis makes the save. Let's just see what David Dunn suggests we should do to the opposition. There's 6 shots, 5 on target. 3 and 3 for them. Not really troubling Dennis in goal, though. Bandiera and Stockton not getting into the game too much for us. But we have a throw-in. Silva up to Peltier. Silva. Sirake. Back to Silva again. Into Medina. Into Stockton. Good passing play. Stockton goes through on goal. Shoots just past the post. A good play from the Chelsea loanee. As we've still got the only difference we didn't start Thomas in this game. Medina got another go in the defensive midfield centre role as Benedetti fires in the corner. They're going to score eventually from one of these corners. Not too sure how much I like the amount of corners we're giving away, but while it's 1-0, I'm not too fussed. Bolla comes forward. Sirake with a bit of space. Good ball out to Larea on the right. Larea cuts it back. Bandiera off the outside of the post. Probably should have done better, but at half time we go in 1-0 up. I am going to say we appreciate the efforts, and I'm just calmly say, we can go out there, we're doing well, but I've got faith that you can play even better than what you're doing. We're going to do Bandiera for Mass just because he prefers the complete forward role. It's a tough role to play, that complete forward role. You're asking a lot of the strikers that are playing in it. As Peltier comes forward straight away round the outside onto his left foot, and Bolla keeps it in play, finds Peltier again. Tried to square it, but Ramsey gets it away. Cisse will have loads of time. I was going to say, it wouldn't surprise me if that was the end of the highlight. Stockton on a 6.5. Not the best. 6.6 for Cisse coming in to replace Costanzo in today's game. Another corner. Pozomoglu puts it in. Elmas is beaten in the air. Campion. Benedetti! He didn't take one corner. This is the first corner we haven't seen him take, and he's resulted in scoring from it. That is very, very disappointing. Pozzoglo puts it in. Elms won the header. Campion knocked it down. Benedetti out the reach of Dennis. And it ends up in the goal for Crystal Palace. We're going to do Stockton for Miller in that attacking midfield role. Bolla hasn't really got anyone we can come on to replace him. It would be Trotter, but I don't know how. I mean, let's go for it. I'm not too comfortable bringing him on. He has scored a few goals from the left wing-back position, Trotter. He has got a few goals from left and right wing-back in previous years. Some, I think he might have 1 or 2 this year as well. But half an hour to go. Let's try and give him a bit of a boost. And Crystal Palace really coming back into this game in the second half, to be fair. I don't really want to change too much because we're not playing badly. I don't want to change enough or change too much that means we'll completely change how we're playing. Pozzoglu tackled. Larea picks up, trying to find Sirake. Actually goes to Campion, who goes round Wilkinson. Dennis with a good save. Yeah, and Palace are really getting into this game now. Let's just drop it to cautious for a little bit as Dennis with a good catch from the corner. I did say if they kept getting corners they would score one, and that is a little bit annoying. We've made it all 3 subs, so this is the team that's going to see out the game. There's another corner. Pasoglu puts it in. Medina with a header away. Lee picks up the loose ball. Great block on it from Larea. Benedetti shoots. Mengi picks it up. Can we rob it? No, we can't. Let's go back up to positive for the last 15 or so minutes of the game. But it is all Crystal Palace. Elmas into Pasoglu. Pasoglu is... Oh, I thought it was going to be robbed by Medina. Finds Luis Kleber. Lee, they've put on a whole new left-hand side of the pitch, but that's a poor pass, and Mas can accelerate away. Mas is through one-on-one. Mas! Oh, he stuck it in. It's 3-1. Hopefully that will now... 2-1, sorry. Hopefully that will make it all she wrote. 15 minutes to go. It was a good interception from Mas. Lee's really bad pass. Left his defender in the lurch, but Mas ran forward, got through one-on-one, and at that range you really would expect him to score. Hopefully that now makes the difference. Let's give him a bit of praise. And with not very long to go, we're going to drop to balanced. And with 5 minutes to go, we're going to definitely start wasting some time. Hopefully we can get on for what would be a very good episode of 2 wins. But we won't go too far into it because Oko Flex is on the ball. Cuts in field onto his right foot, shoots past the post. 2 minutes to go plus injury time. Come on, the boys. Come on. 11 shots, 8 on target for us. Larea dives in. It's going to be a dangerous free kick here. They've already scored from 1 set piece. Are they going to score from 2? 92 minutes gone. Songlo finds Luis Kleber into Oko Flex. It's a really well worked goal. I'll give them their due, to be honest. It's a really well worked goal from Crystal Palace. I can't imagine they've worked on that in the training. Maybe they have worked on that on the training ground, but you know, you can't get your players to do something like that as a human, so why can the AI do it? That's one of the biggest annoyances I have with Football Manager at the moment. Peltier back to Selva. I think that's going to be the end of the game. If we can nick something here, it would be wonderful, but that's probably going to be that. Elmas back to Lynch, up to Ramsey, infield to Campion. Campion to Benedetti. Don't throw it away now, boys. All the way out left to Luis Kleber. Luis Kleber, ball across, and Oko Flex pulls a great save from Dennis. And that could have won Crystal Palace the game. Pazonglu fires in the corner quickly. And it's still alive. Lee bouncing around. Trotter clears it away. Luis Kleber there again. Full-time whistle. Crystal Palace, 92nd minute. Well worked free kick, but why can't you teach your players to do free kicks like that as a human? It's very annoying. But fine field discipline. 5,006 yellow cards. Oh well. I don't really care about that. But we are 3rd in the championship, so 2 games in hand still. That would put us on 58, 61, 64. So we'd go 2 points behind Huddersfield. And if we win both of them against Brighton, we go 1 point behind Brighton. Still in a good position. We've still got 3 games in hand over Watford and Derby, who are below us. We've just got to keep it going. We've just got to really work hard and keep this going. I don't know how many more reinforcements we're going to bring in January. Aston Villa again at the beginning. I think we'll probably go maybe QPR and Oxford. I think that's a good run to get done in the Championship. It's just so tantalisingly close, the Premier League, that it's a little bit infuriating that we're just maybe stumbling at the last block. But yeah, we will leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. It's been a pleasure once again. Please do leave a like, subscribe if you're new. There'll be plenty more Football Manager content on the channel, and leave any questions you'd like me to answer in a Q&A session coming up in the future. Thank you so much. For now, I'm out. Cheers.